believe there are spirits among us? All day today, we've been taking you to places believed to be some of the most haunted on the Gulf Coast. Tonight, we're off to Barton Academy in downtown Mobile, a historic building that's been a school, a hospital for Union soldiers during the Civil War, and of course, the central office for the Mobile County Public School System. Here's News 5's Cherish Lombard.
For our final haunted Gulf Coast history story of the day, we're taking a team of paranormal investigators with us to historic Barton Academy. Some people believe the building is haunted by spirits that have been lingering since the 1700s. The building has been sitting empty since 2007, so tonight we're taking a closer look at who or what may still be there.
We had a big white mist that was very prominent and probably the most prominent paranormal experience I've ever had, and I'm honestly a skeptic.
Skeptic or not, some things just can't be explained. First, let's go back before Barton Academy was built, to the 1700s when this was just a piece of land.
So this area would have been kind of the northwest outside wall of Fort Condy, which was basically the outside of town at that point. So that's where you'd have bodies and trash being thrown that you don't want inside of the walls of the fort.
Could those people just dumped along with the trash still be among us in some form, now tied to Barton? Or could they be soldiers who died here when Barton was transformed into a hospital during the Civil War? Some believe the spirit of a boy who attended Barton Academy in 1908 may still remain.
There was a young boy that was killed in the yard outside. He was playing, and the story goes got skewered by a twig or some sort of fence post through the head and had passed away.
There are other stories of workers who died making repairs to the building. James Rozier is a corporal with the Mobile County Sheriff's Department. He picked up ghost hunting as a hobby, and he's now done more than 350 paranormal investigations around the Gulf Coast. Like Laney, James became interested in the paranormal through skepticism.
I watched the shows on TV and thought, well, that's about the biggest crock of hogwash I've ever seen. And I decided to go out and try it myself. And when I started to replay some of the audio that I'd captured, I became hooked.
And he has some of the same ghost hunting equipment you see on TV, including a ghost box.
Is exactly an AM/FM radio. It's just been modified to continuously scan the stations. It should not stop. It should be technically impossible for it to stop. The theory is that with the change in stations, the frequencies and such, that whoever's on the other side can use the spaces of white noise and the bits of speech to communicate with us.
We put the ghost box to the test at Barton Academy.
Is anyone with us here in the boardroom tonight? Cherry said she will scamper out of here like a groundhog gone nuts if you turn on the light. Isn't that right, Cherry?
I've seen you run, not many people have. I'll say run.
Okay, how many women do you see in this room?
How many men do you see in this room?
Could have been two.
So that makes how many people total? So we've established how many of us there are. How many of there are you?
Although James does not believe in evil spirits, he does think they let us know when they're finished trying to communicate and they're ready for us to leave.
Do you like us being here?
We took the cue, packed up, and left the unexplained just as we found it. We hope you enjoyed our day of haunted Gulf Coast history. If you missed any of our stories that aired in each newscast today, you can watch them on WKRG.com when you search Haunted History. Happy Halloween! Cherish Lombard, News 5.